Two spots in the NFC title game awaits the winner here as we're underway in the divisional round of the NFL playoffs. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. They show run with three tight ends here on first down. Here's Thompson. On the check down, he finds Kamara. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
I like it, I like it, I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game, and you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so. It gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it and really gets them amped up as they go forward.
They'll run it for the first time with Alvin Kamara.
I think that's the type of run we'll continue to see throughout this game. The snow coming down, I don't expect a lot of big plays to be broken.
First down, Saints.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Running with Kamara. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Flushed out right, and he wisely will throw that one away.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
Now Thompson. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. Blake Gillikin on the punt now on 4th down. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. Miles Sanders, first carry of the game. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side. 2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a 1st down, keep the sticks moving.
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. That's his longest run of the first quarter. And, Charles, we talked before the game about them needing to establish the run game. They'll be looking for more of that.
And they got to the perimeter. So that tells me that that's part of the game plan of what they want to get done today. So they'll have some complementary runs where he'll run it to the inside. But it appears that when they want the big yardage, they think they can get to the outside and make it happen.
He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up 1st downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 43. Here's Sanders. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. 49 yards for him already. An excellent drive to kick off this divisional round matchup. That might be an understatement. They'll fake the give to Sanders. And now Hurts. Man open, here is Jones. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. And perhaps now close to the first points of this divisional round game as it's 1st and goal. From the gun, it's Hurts. Escaping the pressure right. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Jalen Hurts, a 6-yard touchdown run. And the Eagles are on the board first here in this division round matchup. Hurts will throw. And that is going to be caught. And it moves the lead to 8-0. And, of course, on the two-point try, had the option to run or pass. They pass it there, and it works.
Felt pretty straightforward, didn't it? An open receiver, ball's put on him, 2 points for them.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They trail here early in this division round game as they seek a spot in the NFC title battle. Now a throw right side taken in here to start this drive. And they work this well upfield across the 45.
Brandon, there have been some memorable snow games for championships in the NFL. 1948, Philadelphia Eagles, Chicago Cardinals.
Well, the most famous one of my lifetime, I think, is got to be 01, right? Raiders, Patriots, to send the Patriots to the Super Bowl.
The tough roll, didn't you?
Yeah,
I think that's one people remember. I also know this. In Miami, the infamous one, the snowplow game in New England, when they went out there and the Patriots had a guy come out and clear a spot on the field for their field goal kicker to kick the game winner.
Is that 80? And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 45. And he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line.
Well, this wind is definitely going to be a factor as this game goes along. He's throwing straight into it here in the first quarter, and the ball fluttered on him a little bit. They'll definitely have to file that one away and make a mental note of it.
And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. But also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
Options galore here. 2nd and a few inches. Hurts a handoff to Sanders. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the 1st down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the 1st down. That's exactly what they did.
And some space here. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Pretty explosive run on that inside handoff, and when you're a runner of his caliber, you don't need a big crease.
You really don't, but also what we're seeing is an offensive line that's taking charge at the point of attack, aren't we? Not only are they controlling the initial contact, they're actually utilizing what they call the strain, the next 2 to 3 seconds, to continue to move people.
Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down. An option handoff given to Sanders. And a pickup of about 4 down inside the 10 to the 8-yard line.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks, allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
They'll try and run for it with Sanders. And he's going to get forward for about 5, but that may be coming back. What say you, Mr. Referee? So following the holding call, what can they do here on 3rd and long? Here's Hurts to throw. Throw out right, hauled in by Arcega-Whiteside. And the Eagles are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
Beautiful throw right there on 3rd down, and it looked like this was going to be 6 points, but a nice touchdown-saving tackle at the end of this. Even still, this offense is knocking on the door now with a 1st and goal at the 1.
Sanders. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Miles Sanders punching it in from a yard away. And the Eagles had 6 to their lead. They'll try and throw for it. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Good positioning, and it's picked off. And the Saints are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line.
Well, as most teams do in their 2-point attempt, they pass the ball. Instead, it gets intercepted. And remember, if you pick it off, you get a chance to take it all the way back, get 2 points yourself, right?
Yeah, not the case there. That's why you got to be really careful with those throws, especially to the outside. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan, or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it'll be 2nd and about a yard to go for the first. From the gun, it's a run for Kamara. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a first down, pick it up, and keep moving.
Staying on the ground on first with Kamara. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Defensively, though, they had a chance there to hit him for a loss. Couldn't get it done.
Looked like someone was able to knife into the backfield, but he wasn't able to get him down. But his compatriots, they were able to grab him at the line of scrimmage and not let him get any further downfield.
They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. Second quarter action, 2 minutes to go on divisional round weekend. We remind you, as we've done all year, that coming up at halftime, we will visit with Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll let you know what's going on here on a very eventful divisional round weekend. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off around the 41. And the return stops just a few yards shy of midfield. They'll spot the ball at the 47-yard line. So that now 2 consecutive drives that have ended in interceptions. You wonder if he's trying to do a little too much out there.
Oh, I like where you're going with that maybe he's pressing it a little bit, trying to be too fine with his throws, or maybe overestimating his arm. It could be a combination of all of those things. In any event, he's got to get it figured out and in a hurry.
2nd down and 8. Throwing is Hurts. His throw incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
On third down, they turn to Sanders. And good penetration here. He'll get this down only to about the 49-yard line. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
And Hurts not coming to the sideline. They're going to go for it. They'll try and throw for it with Hurts.
Looking for Watkins, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 23.
Well, you think about it, though, that interception, great for his stats, but bad for field position. It was fourth down.
Yeah, terrific observation. If there is going to be a silver lining, and this is what he'll plead when it comes time to watch it again, hey, it was just like a punt, right? So we end up taking possession of the ball. But you're exactly right about it. Should have slapped it down. Field position would be better for his offense. But how many times do you get a chance to make an interception that you turn it down? That's when your instinct kicks in and you take the football. In this case, a better decision would have been to knock the ball down.
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Off the play fake. Thompson. Eagle pressure. Too much this time. Down he goes. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll stop him with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. And now they're looking for 19 yards here on third down following 2 negative plays. Looking to throw. Thompson. Johnson's got it complete. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. They'll break the huddle here and go for it. This is fourth down. Back to throw. Thompson. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. Now the Saints will use their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. The Eagles will take their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Thompson. And incomplete on the deep ball.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep. Try and throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they run successful.
This is caught. Touchdown, Saints. KJ Hamler in the final seconds of the first half. And the Saints are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. The point after, no gimme in the snow, but it's up and good. And that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown.
So time enough for a kickoff here. 5 seconds remaining in this first half. He will return this from deep in the end zone. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And with 5 seconds to go, this will likely be our final play.
And they're just going to run it here up the middle. Fighting his way through contact.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. So we've come upon halftime here in this NFC Divisional Round matchup as we get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Okay, Coach, yeah, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. A trip to the NFC title game hanging in the balance. Second half action back underway. And this will not be returned, so the second half begins with a touchback. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And they're in the position they expected to be in. They've got the lead, home crowd behind them, and they're looking toward making that next step in these playoffs.
And I think a key for them is to put together some good, long, extended drives. Work the run in a little more with that big offensive line. I'm not saying get away from throwing the football. That's still working. But they run it more effectively, they may get even bigger plays in the passing game.
But you got to think that sooner or later, they're going to hit one of those. But the coverage has been excellent thus far, and it was again on the last play.
Here's 2nd and 10. Hurts. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Sanders. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
Hurts sets up to throw it. Looking here for Smith downfield. And got his man complete. And all the way down to the 24-yard line. A big play there for Philly.
They came out with an aggressive mindset to start the third quarter, and I wouldn't be surprised to see them take more of these type of deep shots as this game moves along. They connected there. They expect to connect on more before this one's over.
On 1st down, it's Sanders. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Now Sanders. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. Another run here with Sanders. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Miles Sanders, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Eagles take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Elliott good with a PAT. And it's now 21-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Taking it about the 1. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Trying the left side with Kamara. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
Eluding the pressure right. He's going to let this go deep. Back over the middle. And it's a good return here as he'll get all the way up close to the 35.
A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle.
On first down, Hurts. Wide open is Watkins. He's got it. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Chris Watkins, 67 yards. And the Eagles continue to show why it pays to play at home in the postseason as they add on to their lead. Elliott good on the extra point, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. I think it's fair to say there's nothing that gets a crowd to its feet quite like a big play, and that was something special there. Boy, was he moving.
Well, in this league where coordinators worry so much about drawing up the right routes, blocking assignments, misdirections and stuff, they have these precise arrows and movements. Sometimes the best plays just come from the schoolyard where you look at your fastest guy and say, go long, go get it, big man.
They start the drive on the ground. Kamara. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. That's out to Hill, right side complete. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
They'll run out of the gun with Kamara. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got to just pin their ears back and get after him now.
Airs it out toward the corner of the end zone. And, oh, that would get a wide-up incomplete. Nearly an interception in the end zone. Probably should have been. 3rd down coming up. And now on 3rd down, they'll need to get it to the 36 to pick up the first. Now a pass hauled in downfield. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. A big play that time through the air. 34 yards. 1 quarter remains for a trip to the NFC title game. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back to the ground, it's Kamara. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Back to throw. Thompson, flush to his right. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. So a little bit of a letdown there defensively. I mean, look, you're still 2 scores to the good, CD, but things may be a little more uncomfortable than they had hoped.
Yeah, if you kept them out of the end zone there, this game's over. You've locked the door on them. Instead, it's still open a little bit, and they've got a puncher's chance.
2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And the Eagles hands team able to cover it up. 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the whoop.
And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked up by Xavier Howard. And the Saints are right back in this football game. They go play action here on first down. And he'll just get rid of it.
So much for the best laid plans and best designed plays. That was good coverage along the sidelines. No place for that one to get in there. It sails incomplete.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Thompson got his man complete over the middle. It's Johnson. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. Looking to throw. Thompson completing it to the right side. Johnson. And he is going to have a Saints first down, and he'll have it by plenty as they're able to keep the drive alive on 3rd and inches. Back to throw again. Flushed out right. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. Late in the game, defense trying to avoid a big play. He's able to work out of the passing game, turn it into a run, pick up the first, and stop the clock as well.
And you know in this situation, everything is sped up. The intensity, the thinking, everyone's movement. But for a quarterback, he has to continue to do what we call a flatliner. Level in everything he does and read the clock, feel it in the pocket, and go at the appropriate time.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. He'll get this one underneath to Kamara. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 33. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Off play action. Thompson. And he finds a man on the crossing route. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. It'll only be a loss of a couple, but the pressure gets home on 1st down. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now Thompson looking to throw on 2nd down. Eluding the pressure right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
Tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to need a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
And once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Back to throw. Thompson. Complete. It's Johnson. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Thompson operating from the gun. Toward the pylon, caught. And he is out of bounds here. Nice gain of 8 that time, and it's 2nd and goal.
I don't care what sport you're playing. Everyone likes to build up a little momentum, don't they? And look at this, back-to-back completions to the big target at tight end.
That one not as profitable as the other, but still a decent gain. They'll wind up losing 3, and now it's 3rd down.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. Looking to throw. Thompson. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Calling a loss of 8 there, and it's going to lead to a 4th down. 4th and goal. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And it's going to be batted down. It will go the other way with the football. They can't hook up here on the 4th down pass attempt. And as a result, their playoff run may end right here. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. Now it looks like he'll throw here. Forced out to his left. And this is caught by Watkins. And they work this well upfield across the 45. The big play has them all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. They go play action with Hurts. Flush to his right. Airing it out deep for Smith. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted.
In your face!
Picked up by Xavier Howard. And the Saints are right back in this football game. They exited the pocket trying to improvise. That was a tough throw, and unfortunately, it wound up in the wrong pair of hands.
And Brandon, when you're on the run, sometimes your downfield vision can get skewed just a bit. Now, the beauty of extending a play is sometimes your receivers find their way open, but oftentimes you end up closing down part of the field and bringing those defenders to the ball, and that one was picked off.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Here's Thompson. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. And Charles, if you're the coach of the losing team, even though you made it to the playoffs and there's part of that feels good, what do you say to your guys after?
I think you probably tell them how proud you are of them to make the effort to get to this game.